into it here as we, of course, start out in Demon Island. And we're going to see what these players have. I was kind of doing a little look up here on Ice. Interesting to see the 7 here. Ahmet, of course, going to be on this Petra. Thank you, production. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember a player named Ice. Production in our ears like, yeah, that's Machete. So Machete going with the rebrand, going to be changing over to Ice. We are familiar with Machete and the things that Machete's been able to do. The 7 swap, though, is interesting because Machete I'm familiar with as a Fate player.
Yes, absolutely. All right, yeah, things definitely making a whole lot more sense in my head now. Ooh, get the unarmed Sayer coming back on stage, gonna get the space that he's looking for. Ooh, nice delay, nice waiting out Ice to be able to catch that landing. The Ice coming,
oh, yep.
He never touched.
Nope. He was sweat beating before that side air, and I think maybe he was just expecting that he could just out pressure or maybe chase dodge in some direction. But either way, got a little bit too big for his britches, got a little over eager there, and didn't reset the jumps. Ahmet, though, oh my goodness, can he finish it? Yes, he can. Takes the big bite and the KO. That's going to be Ahmet with 3 stocks to the 1 of Ice.
That was a nasty stock, bro. He absolutely deleted him. Wow. Ahmet coming out here looking like he's got something to prove almost, but Ice gonna fight back. Got the cannon in hand. We're gonna see what kind of edge guard we got. The grab to cancel neutral sig is not gonna catch Ice. Oh, sent Ahmet all the way over. We're seeing him get tossed further and further. There we go. That's going to go ahead and knock off that first stock by Ice, though. Defending that final stock, already getting pushed into yellow. Ahmet with a very powerful legend, of course. Petra having a ton of strength. She hits like a truck. And see if he's going to be able to whittle away this final stock off of Ice, but Ice holding his ground. Ooh, nice 5-piece off the cannon. Couldn't catch recovery. Ahmet with the reversal, though. Missing with the nair off of the orb there. And we're just kind of locked back into neutral again as Ice is trying to be very careful to defend his final stock.
Really good, not able to hit that down there. I want to say a really good decision on Ahmet's side. He hit that side air and then didn't try to go for more because I think he recognized, you know what, don't have a lot of movement in this position. So I ended up going back towards the stage. Didn't get too much off of it, so Ice does manage to even things up. But credit to Ahmet for having that control.
Absolutely. All right, though, he's continuing to extend this lead here on the final stock. Seeing a little more respect being given from Ahmet, especially when he's on these gauntlets. He's trying, there we go, gonna fish out a little bit. Ice might not have any option here. No, not enough in production. Can I just see that 0 to knockout again, please? Because that was cinema.
You know they got that one recorded, ready in case Ahmet gets that W. But of course, a fantastic showing on the side of Ahmet, trying to pull up the stats here. Yeah, that was the Ahmet show. 474 damage versus the 402. This is the gauntlets. That's not the clip.
That's not the clip. Oh, here we go. He just had control, kept control. Ice had nothing to say, no option. The recovery there, nah, get out of here. Sending them all the way down to the depths of Demon Island. That was a nasty, nasty orb. A 0 to knockout. We're going to get in here for a game number 2, though, and see if Ice has got some sort of retort.
Yeah, it looks like both of them kind of a single weapon players, right? Ahmet was able to put out 328 damage on his orb. On the other side, Ice 350 damage on the cannon. So both of them kind of leaning into one specific weapon. But we'll see, as right now Ice is on that spear, the weapon he was only able to put 51 damage out with in the last game.
Met's really good at trying to fish out these huge strings off of orb. Very aware of his options. Ooh, gonna catch a landing though. The neutral light is gonna whiff. Ice is gonna go ahead and get the 1 piece on it though. Not a whole lot of damage coming after that. The Sayer is gonna connect on Ice. Ahmet so good catching Ice, floating back in on stage. He cannot find a place to put those little robot feet down, and the stock is gone. Ahmet carving out another very early lead here.
Yeah, you can kind of see just like the experience that Ahmet has on this Petra, has been playing this Petra for quite a while, just knew exactly where to throw that weapon toss after hitting that side air. Still gets the touch. Nice. Manages to get low enough because that blast can KO downwards.
Yes, it can. And so can that nair, as we are all tied up. Ice on the 7, Ahmet on the Petra.
There's the weapon spawn.
Permanent drop for him too. Put him in a great position to be able to go ahead and not have to work too hard to get that weapon. The nair is gonna whiff, but not Ice's is able to get a little 2-piece after the connection. The Sayer's gonna keep the pressure. Ahmet looking for it, coming down with that ground pound again. Couldn't find it. Ice now has a reversal. It's his time to edge guard. Can Ahmet find his way back up? He does with the Sayer, sending Ice back over to the left side.
Eats the neutral light on his way in. Ice playing a little bit more careful here, not throwing out too many attacks, but does jump after the whiff, and Ahmet calls it out. Sidelight side air. Ice gonna get disarmed here. Ahmet, opportunity to get a KO.
Ahmet kind of taking the advantage here. It was a big tug of war between these two players for momentum back and forth, but now we're seeing Ahmet kind of run away with it here just a little bit as he's racking up more damage on the second stock. That Sayre's going to send Ice all the way back out. Ahmet going to try and stop this re-entry on the stage, and he's got him with the neutral light. That is going to go ahead and confirm, and Ahmet has a huge advantage on Ice right now as he tries to whittle away this final stock.
Yeah, just took advantage of Ice being uncomfortable without a weapon for a little while and was just getting these hits. And when you're playing Petra, like you said earlier, strong Legend was able to add up a lot of damage.
Ooh. Well, that's going to be, I was going to say that should have been an easy punish for Ahmet, but he took the safer route to come back up on stage and set back up. Okay, nice recovery from Ice. Going to go ahead and switch back over to the cannon.
Gets a sidelight. Oh, there was the dodge, but Ice not in position there. Down sig thrown out, but Ahmet not in position to go for much after it.
Although was able to hit that recovery on the orb, the Nair is going to finish off that stock. ISO pretty deep into the orange at this point. See if he's going to be able to tank out of this final stock and try and get something going here. Ahmet, though, back on the orb. Sidelight Sayre could almost get it done at this point. Not that far, but if he's got a better position on the side of the stage, ISO gonna try and come back up. Did not go high. Ahmet with the whiff. That sidelight Sayre is gonna be enough. Put him up 2-0, Duke.
Yeah, really good play on Ahmet's side. Knew his KO option and just was honestly kind of fishing for it at the end there. It was just like sidelight whiff, oh, this one hit, okay, goes for the side air. But each time, Ice was just not able to punish it.
I mean, but when you know you had that confirmed knockout and you have such a lead, you might as well fish for it. You know what I mean? You can survive a couple nairs off that cannon. You can survive a couple strings off the cannon. So might as well just fish it out, get the job done. Going right back to small world. 3-2-1. Can Ice get something on the board here?
I think what Ice needs to do is really lock Ahmet out of the orb. 526 damage put out by Ahmet's orb alone versus the 3 on the gauntlets. That's like a weapon toss. So really, if Ice can lock Ahmet onto the gauntlets, I think Ice might have a chance.
All right, we'll see what happens. See if he can recognize and get it done here. Okay, the pogo, another pogo. I don't know, we haven't seen too much of that spear, and I feel like, spears is just such a good spot. It has been for quite a while. Okay, gonna go ahead and Sayre's face off the side of the stage. Ooh, we played it low. Ice could not thread that in and be able to get the damage, but Ahmet with another Sayre sending him out. Can he be the first to strike here? He goes low. Ice goes back to stage. We saw the signature come out. Ahmet, though, gonna come back into neutral.
Yeah, Ahmet tried to catch him with that anime, that down signature. It will catch this time, and it will KO. Ahmet uses the gauntlets for all he needs, that one KO.
That was a really good placement. Kind of hard for Ice to even know that was coming at that point. That was just a great option from Ahmet. We're going to fight back and armed a little bit here. We're going to see the spear. We see the Sayre come out, and he immediately throws the weapon back on the cannon.
Okay. Great patience on Ahmet's side. You see him go to the 2 exclamation points. Ice able to hit him with that side air. Going to juggle weapons. Likely going to stick with the cannon. Yep, that's been the comfort. And
maybe I'm just wrong, but I feel like, especially when you're in the edge guard situation, I feel like I'd rather have a spear in my hand than a cannon trying to keep Ahmet from coming back up on stage. But the immediate throwaway. Okay, although we are very close here in game number 3. We're looking a lot better. Ooh, stayed out of position of it there. Ahmet did not have the range that he was looking for.
You can see Ice playing a little bit more careful again. You saw him previously would do a lot of those down sigs on the slide charge. Ahmet this time not going to let him have it. Main stage. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess Ice is not playing careful.
No. And I don't think that's hit one time. The slide off stage, I don't think he's hit it this entirety of the set. But throw out. We're going to see the spear now, finally. And Ahmet's going to get right behind him. Punish. See if he comes back up on stage. He very nice. Gonna go ahead and wait it out. Wait for the perfect opportunity. Get a quick little nair in there and go ahead. A quick little recovery in there and get the job done.
Yeah, can't fault him for trying to swap over to the flame form on that spear just because, of course, you get that extra force and damage. But right now he needs to find that KO. Downlight Nair, I don't think will quite do it from here.
Yeah, he definitely needs to find a knockout option. That'll
okay.
get it done, though, Duke. All right, just let the raw ground pound go. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. And just like that, things are looking a little more doable for Ice, except for getting caught with that unarmed up in this way up on the top of the stage. Ahmet coming back up. There we go. Nice there. Ooh, trying to work that signature in again. Couldn't quite find it. No punish off of that either. But the recovery is going to connect with Ice. He's disarmed. There's nothing there.
Bounce actually helping Ice out there a little bit. Ahmet was trying to catch that landing. Still lots of damage put out by Ahmet onto Ice. Should be able to put this one away. Just needs a side light side air from the right spot. A ground pound could have done it. Yeah, Dare would have done it.
Oh, very careful. Oh, wait a second. Being very careful and neutral and for good reason. No, that's not enough, Ahmet. Keep fighting, brother.
Oh, not done. So get into the red. It's going to be Ice with the recovery. Slips past the weapon toss, and that's going to get Ice on the board. Ahmet celebrating a little too early after that side air did not KO.
Yeah, letting that neutral sig fly in celebration, but did not work out the way he wanted. Things were super close in this game. We're talking 583 damage coming off of Ahmet and 571 from Ice. 355 of that coming off the cannon. One thing I will say for Ahmet, we saw a bigger spread between his weapons there. We had 220 on the gauntlets and 313 on the orb. So he was definitely using that gauntlet kit, working it in a little bit more, trying to mix Ice up. And on the other side, only 178 damage off the spear, 355 off the cannon for Ice.
Yep. Here we go. Game number 4. Over to Demon Island this time. Ahmet, trying to go for the gauntlet KO on the left side.
All right, and we're seeing the gauntlet start out with a vengeance here. What?
The weapon toss, hesitation, Ice in position off the whiff ground pound, and Ahmet hits him with the unarmed recovery. Ahmet gonna get the first stock here in game number 4.
That was so cool. That was such a cool option. Great way to just solidify your lead at the very beginning of the game. Whoa, he's
not again, not again.
He's not done. He's trying to take Ice all the way back up to that blast zone. Weapon throw out, neutral sync is enough. Y'all just better get out of Ahmet's way because he is steamrolling through game number 4.
Man, he brought out the ladder and said, Ice, get on up into that attic because you are going to stay in the sky right now. 2 KOs in favor of Ahmet, only in the orange. He's in great position to put this one away.
I love it, putting him up there with the Christmas decorations. Packing him away till next year. There we go. Finally, though, Ice going to go ahead and get one on the board somehow, some way. But he's yellow on the final stock, on his final winner side stock, albeit.
All right, opportunity here though. Ice making sure he doesn't get 3 stocks. If he can get the runway, could get a KO and put these into final stocks. You see him sitting back a little bit.
Okay, nice dare. See if nothing to come after it though. Looking for another one, still couldn't get it. Nice. There we go. Finally gonna hit with the signature. Big recovery.
One more.
Wait a second.
Ooh, went for the silent there. Ahmet actually beating out with that falling neutral air with sweat beating, but it covered himself. Downlight Nair, I don't think he'll do it here. It is Demon Island.
Yeah, that will though.
Yeah.
I will say though, I am so impressed by Ice right now. This game started out as bad as it can for Ice, and he has crawled his way back to almost even. This is actually super impressive.
Yeah, fantastic clutch up on the side of Ice. Of course, like we are familiar, Machete has been a competitor for a while and has been at the top of EU. So, not too weird to see, but still, man, Ahmet had such a fantastic start.
He had like the best lead you could have asked for, and it is pretty much gone at this point. Although he does have the advantage state. He's in yellow. Ice is in red, and let's not forget Ahmet is on Petra. Okay, another Sayer is going to put Ice a little closer to that final knockout. Looking forward again, side light Sayer. That's not gonna be enough either.
Yep.
He's gonna need one more Sayer. Recovery, really anything will get the job done at this point. Okay, being very careful, and Ice knows it.
Side light. Okay,
that was
punished, and it is gonna disarm. This is a really bad spot for Ice now.
Kind of let it fly with that when Ahmet, though, being very careful, respecting the situation for what it is. Because just that quick, Ice can turn it around and get 2 in on the cannon. The Nair going up. Wait a second. No, there's no way.
Nice.
Okay, I was going to say, there's no way, Duke.
So close. It was so close. You saw Ahmet try. Disrespect, man. Ice was coming in. He was trying to get those anti-airs, hitting him with the neutral airs, but it was Ahmet to clutch it up. Got that side air and puts that one away. Wins it out 3-1, putting out 525 damage over the 450 on the side of Ice.
No, that was a fun set. That last game especially, when you looked at the game state, when